Hello, inflatable fans. It's time for another paddle and camp. I haven't done this for a while, so I'm down here by Pocklington Canal before it gets too weedy. Just thought I'd check out the water levels. They all look good. Easy getting point just down there. Let's do it. Can the Aqua Marina Cascade carry some gear? Do you know what? I'm going to have to say it can. I think I've got that laugh better than any other trip I've ever done, to be honest. So I've got all my camping gear and stuff here. That one's the bedding. That one's kind of food and cookware. That one's kayaking gear. I just thought I'd see if I could strap it on. And then firewood, naturally. And these are quite tight, so even though it's not going anywhere. Right, let's get going. All right, isn't it? And we're off. Probably not the best view of me, probably with the sun directly behind me. Good camera work, Carlos. It is an absolutely beautiful evening. As I've said, I'm out in the Aqua Marina Cascade, Cassy as I like to call it, and I'm heading to my favourite little spot on Pocklington Canal. Underneath the water there, I can just see the water cabbages growing. I still don't know what they're called. I call them water cabbages. But if you know what they're called, let me know in the comments. Few fishermen on the bank. I was just chatting to one actually, the one that's just walking down there. You might be able to see him in the sun. He's just stopped to chat to somebody else. He said he wasn't having much joy. Isn't it just glorious? I'm trying a few new things out tonight. I've got a new camp bed, which I'm going to be sleeping on, obviously. And then I've got a new sleeping bag, which is the one I made myself. I don't know whether I'll have uploaded much in the way of videos about this yet. Supposed to get down to about 7 degrees. I will be using a down blanket, and I have bought a down bag just in case it's a no-go. Also got a new knife I'm trying out as well. You might like the knife. Better view of those cabbages there, look in the sun. Evening. You caught anything?
No, my lad's a little bit further down. It's his first time on this stretch. Right. Anywhere you can recommend?
No idea. I've never fished it. I just paddle it. I just annoy the fishermen. Good luck.
Whereabouts are you camping then?
The next lock. Yeah, it's nice up there. I've got a geocache hidden up there as well. I don't know whether you've heard of geocaching. Yeah. So I like to check them while I'm out. Glorious today. Just glorious. I was in one of those frames of mind where I was thinking, shall I, shan't I? And the reason being is, do you know, I haven't done this for a while, and I had that kind of apprehension about doing it again. It's gone now, but you know, you just can, sometimes you just get that kind of apprehension about doing something. Feels like, you know, I don't know, it's just weird. The brain's a weird thing. I just realised something. Forgot to put the PFD on. And I was doing so well. I'm not overly concerned though, because you can stand up in this. A couple of young swans up ahead. I think they look like they may have been last year's chicks. They've still got some of the dark feathers on. Got a little bit of a headwind at the minute. You can probably tell by the little ripples on the water. It's not supposed to be too breezy tonight though. And I hope not, because I'm sleeping under a tarp. Right, I've got all my gear over here. Cassy is just over there. It's time to get the priorities sorted. Right, it's going to get cold quite soon. Sun sets in about 45 minutes. It's just coming up to 7 o'clock now. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you might recall I slung a tarp between there and a hammock, and I've pitched up and camped in there. I might have dropped a little clanger tonight because I'm actually on a camp bed, and that ground isn't quite as flat as I recall. However, I think I can still make this work. So put the tarp up first, I reckon. Beer. Right, so that's the tarp up. I have used my paddles here just to create some supports, and I think the bed should go in there quite nicely. There we go, that's the bed made. Dead easy. It's a great little thing, this. It's by Timberidge. Never seen one like it. I'll be doing a review of this. Really like it. And there it is, all set up. I've got my X-Ped down mat on there just for a bit of comfort on the bed. And this is it. This is my knitted sleeping bag. Yeah. I'm going to see how this works out. Now, let's face it, at 7 degrees, I very much doubt this is going to be sufficient. I am planning just on sleeping in thin thermals. God, that was a tongue twister. Not my clothes. So, yeah, I don't anticipate that that would be sufficiently warm. So I will be using, over the top, this One Tigress down blanket. You might recall that I've got the Zephyrback down blanket. Well, I also thought, I like that so much, I thought I'd try the One Tigress one as well. And yeah, I've liked this so far. It's been all right. So I will be using that just as a little bit of extra heat. Bit of feathers, eh? Get some feathers on it. Get some feathers on it. Got my usual pillow set up. Little hollow fibre one and the memory foam one. Yeah, let's see how this works out. Now, what do you think of these for little kind of like bedside tables? I got these from Lidl. The middle of Lidl kitchen cupboard organiser, it says in there, and it's for putting in kitchen cupboards to create a bit of space so you can put stuff underneath and on top if you've got high units. And I thought, do you know what, they'll make really good little camping tables because they fold down flat and stack into each other. The sun is going down, and I reckon it's time to get the fire on and to cook some food. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, it's 7:30 nearly. Cheers. This is a bottle of wine one of my customers bought me for Christmas. It's now April. Yeah, I don't drink a lot at home. Oh, that is really nice. Really nice. Stop playing about, Carl. It's time to get the fire on. So this Camillus Trekus, I think it's called. I'll put the name on the screen if I've got that wrong. It does have a kind of nice little drop point blade. Liner locked, so it's not legal for street carry in the UK. And it does have various tools as well, like a file, and you've seen me open a bottle with it earlier. And there's a saw and various bits and bats, which are all kind of nice. Now, it does have a secret weapon, does this? It's got a built-in ferro rod. Nice. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Don't have much in the way of kindling, so I'm kind of hoping I can get this going quite quick and easy. Don't think we'll have much problem here, to be honest with you. Just get a few of these biting, we'll be alright. Just kind of shield it off a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll do the trick. Yep, quite chuffed with how quickly and easily that's taken, so well done, Camillus Trekus. Nice knife. I have to say though, I don't know whether I can be bothered to wait for this to get to the right kind of temperature for cooking on. I think I'm just going to use gas. I'm only heating tins tonight, it's easy. Oh God, it's cutting through this tin like butter. I think that's another win for the Camillus knife. By the way, I'm not on commission or anything. I just happen to really like Camillus knives. I've had this Camillus chunk for about a year, well 2 years actually now, and it's become my camping knife of choice for sort of like fine work and stuff. Yeah, I just really like their products, really good. Dog food. Yeah, told you it wasn't classy tonight. So this certainly isn't a pretty dinner. It's one of my browner looking slops. Beans and steak. But it'll keep me warm and fill me up. Well, that's my phone. And it tastes alright. Oh yeah, and I'm even eating out of the pan. What a heathen. Heathen! That might not have looked pretty, but it tasted alright and it filled a gap. And now it's just time to relax. It's about 20 to 9. I can hear an owl hooting in the distance. So yeah, just gonna take it easy now. You know, I'd forgotten just how much I love this. It's been a while. Yeah, supposed to be 7 degrees tonight. Oh dear. This is going to be a good test of that sleeping bag. In other news, it's nearly time for the pokey stick to go on the fire because, well, we're down to the last of the wood and the pokey stick is the last bit. And in more of the news, there is an amazing looking moon tonight and this camera will not do it justice. Yep, there it is. The stick I've been poking the fire with all night. It's time for it to burn. Tell you what, there are some ruddy weird animal noises around here tonight. Can you hear it? Weird. -1 and we're down to the embers. Nearly bedtime. Okay, so I went and found a lump of damp dead wood and some dead wood twigs. I've got the fire going again because I'm quite enjoying myself. And I haven't quite finished the wine, so you know, why not? Well, I'm in the pit. Let's see how this homemade sleeping bag works out. Obviously with the down blanket on top. I'll see you in the morning. Morning. Just seen a dog walker go past. He's up early. I've been up a while actually. Well, I've been awake a while. It's a lovely sunrise this morning. It's just coming up over there between the trees. I did end up getting the Rab sleeping bag out and getting into that because that was about 4:30. I started to feel a bit chilly. The blanket was alright, but it wasn't holding enough air inside this knitted sleeping bag. So yeah, I felt the need to be a bit more enclosed, so I got the sleeping bag out and got inside, and I feel a bit yeah, it warmed me up, made me feel a bit better. I didn't feel cold. It was weird. I didn't feel cold, but I didn't feel warm either, if that makes any sense. And I felt the need to warm up a bit because it is a bit colder than it was forecast. It's supposed to be about 6-7 degrees last night, and As you've just seen, it was 2 at the moment, and it has been lower. Anyway, I'm going to make some coffee. Probably going to head back early today. Have a little nap at home, I reckon. But it is glorious. Yeah, it is a glorious morning. Got most of my stuff packed away. Just waiting for the tarp to dry out a little bit in the sunlight. And then put the bed away. The boat's ready there. And while I'm waiting, I might as well just check, see how my geocache is doing. All okay. Log's still nice and dry. Plenty of signatures on. Nice. That's where I was pitched last night. As you can see, no mess. All the rubbish is in there, the wood bag, because I burnt that. Time to get the boat on the water over there and head back. Should be a nice paddle this morning. Got the sun behind me again. I've done it again, haven't I? I nearly forgot you then. Come on, don't be slack. It is so still right now. It is absolutely glorious. Just look at the reflections in the water down there. It's lovely, isn't it? There's a swan on the bank there, just behind those trees. I'm wondering if she's on the nest. Because that male was posturing. Yeah, she is. There are some deer in those trees. Big ones as well. I've never seen them round here before. I kind of want to scare them so you can see them run. There they go. Wow. I've got to say, that was a bit of a treat. That's really quite a bizarre coincidence, because I was talking to a chap who was walking his dog by the canal. He popped over and was talking about my setup and stuff, and he said there were loads of deer around here and asked if I'd ever seen any. Well, I have now. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, you know what to do about liking the video and subscribing and all that jazz. If you don't like it, no point, is there? If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Well, I'm back where I started, here at Hag Bridge, and it's so lovely. I think I'm going to go a little bit further. Quite enjoying myself. Not too far, but I just fancy, you know, just going a little bit further. Beautiful, isn't it? Quite fascinated by the way the boat, when I'm not paddling, not even paddling, just pushes the surface area out of the way. Look. Little things, eh? Heron flying there. Oh, 2. This bankside all the way down on the right hand side is just awash with swathes of yellow as the celandines and buttercups are coming through. Got herons again, there's another one up there. I've just seen another one flying too over there somewhere. Oh, an egret. Wow. Don't know whether the camera will pick that up. Oh no, it's not, it's a gull. Bird spotter extraordinaire. Thought my luck was in. There is an egret. There's one just landed behind those trees. Let me see if I can get into a position where we can see it. Now I very much doubt the camera will pick this up, but there's some water on the other side of the canal bank and there's an egret just on the other side. My luck is in. Well, we're just approaching a very low swing bridge, which you might have seen me shimmy under before. Oh, hello. Wow, scared the crap out of me, did that? I thought it was coming straight for me. Well, it was coming straight for me, then veered off. Anyway, as I was saying, there's no way I'm getting under that swing bridge today, not with all this stuff on, my back of my boat, and I'm not portaging. So it's time to turn around. My heart's beating like the clappers. So here we are back at Hag Bridge. This is where we disembark. I'm also going to check my geocache that I've got in this location too, because why not while I'm here? It just makes good sense, doesn't it? Which, oddly enough, is why I position some of the geocaches where I positioned them, because I come here regularly enough to be able to keep an eye on them. I impressed myself there. Managed to do that one without an old man grown. Right, let's go and have a look, see if we can see if this cache is alright. Yeah, I can see it from here. Just tucked away behind a cobweb in there. Make sure the log's dry. Yep, that all looks alright. Definitely a tweezer one, that one, for getting it out. Back in there, out of the way. Whew, right, it's time to get packed up and stuff. Thanks so much for watching. You take care of yourself. Cheerio.